guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Slime Rancher. In the last episode, we went back into the moss blanket to do a little bit more exploring, and we managed to find this giant forest that was absolutely full of hunter largos. So it was quite dangerous for us to wander through, especially because they were mixed with the boom slimes too, so they are quite likely to knock us straight off into the sea if we're not careful, or if our jetpack is not up to par either. We did manage to upgrade our jetpack, so I think we'll be okay next time we go in there, as long as we have some chickens to feed them, of course, if they get too close. And I made sure to completely upgrade this entire coop, so we'll have lots and lots of stony hens pretty soon. I'm holding some inside this silo over here, and we have some regular hens too, but I think we still need a couple more hens before we're ready to go back and feed the hunter Gordo. So instead, because we have so much fruit on our hands, pogo fruits and mint mangoes too, I thought we would go back to the moss blanket just to pop the honey Gordo instead. We'll see if they enjoy our Gordo buffet. I'm sure they will, because the mint mangoes are their very, very favorite snack. So in between episodes, I did find plenty more tabbies to stuff into all of these corrals. We have lots and lots of different types of largos in all of our different places, and that means we have so many plorts too. You guys can probably see the results of that. We have 20,000 new bucks to spend. So I guess once we're done adventuring for the day, we can actually come back and hopefully upgrade the ranch again. We'll get that very last lab expansion, at least on the main portion of the ranch. We do still have to get the docks too over in the overgrowth, but I am really excited to see what sort of things we can do with the slime science experiments. So for now, let's go straight back to the moss blanket, and we'll see if we can find the honey Gordo again. I don't think they were too far away from the entrance, but I do know that they were sitting in a very, very lovely bed of flowers. Oh, and we'll have to see if we can find some more honey slimes to bring back to this guy too, our honey hunter largo, who is very, very mischievous. He has so much food in here, unfortunately, because we don't have enough slimes to actually feed all of these mint mangoes. So let's throw a couple more back in his auto feeder so that he's nice and well fed even while we're gone, and we'll bring you some friends, okay? We'll have to make sure we save some of the mint mangoes too, so we have something to feed to those pesky largos. But this should take us straight over to where the moss blanket is. Oh, and we'll have to see if we can find that yarn ball too. So I don't think we're going to be able to fly straight back up the little log that we dropped down. I think most likely our jetpack is still going to give out, because it seems like once you hit a certain height, it's like you kind of have to land and start over again. So instead, I was wondering if maybe we could chuck the yarn ball straight up that entrance, and then we could go back around and grab it from the top. There is a possibility that we could throw it straight over these rocks and into the ocean, so it's a little bit dangerous, but I am invested. I am completely invested in bringing that back to all of our tabbies, and oh my goodness, the tars are already out today. So it's quite a busy night in the moss blanket. Hopefully we're not going to run into too much trouble out here, but I know, yeah, there it is. The yarn ball is right by the entrance because we didn't want to lose this thing. So let's see if we can do this properly. If we come over here and then send it straight back up with our vacpack, maybe at a slight angle so it lands somewhere, oh geez, that was really far, somewhere on the road. I wonder if we can actually get back up around this way, if we use the rocks, or maybe there's a path. Have we even gone this way? I don't think we've explored this way before. Wait a second, this looks completely new. We have all these mushrooms over here, glowing mushrooms yet again, where all the tabbies are popping up. We have boom slimes and pink slimes too. But yeah, I don't think we've actually been this way before. So, oh my gosh, and not only that, but we have a doorway back here as well. Okay. Oh, the music is even changing. Oh, this is very, very mysterious. If we do get a slime key from one of the Gordos, we'll have to come back up here and see if we can unlock this place. It looks quite interesting. But yeah, let's see if we can go back around using the ladders over here. Yeah, there we go. I think this is going to take us right back to the entrance. So let's see if we have, yes, our yarn ball. Excellent. So we could bring this all the way back to the ranch. And hopefully our tabby slimes will be very, very happy with their brand new toy. I'm going to leave it right there actually because I do want to go back to the Gordo first. We'll pop that since we're already here, and then we can go through the little teleporter next time to grab that toy. But yeah, let's try to find our honey Gordo, our big, giant, adorable honey Gordo, who is probably waiting very, very patiently for all of our mint mangoes. It seems like giving them their favorite food does fill them up a little bit faster. I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but in my experience, it seems like we have to feed them a little bit less as long as we're giving them their very favorite snacks. And oh my gosh, you can already see his giant head poking up from over that cliffside. So if we go up here on top of this ledge with the tree, we should be able to fly straight up over to the lovely little flower patch where our honey Gordo is sitting. I wonder if they're like the bees and they help keep the flowers happy and healthy. But we know you are going to be quite happy after we feed you all of these mangoes. So yeah, let's do the mangoes first. Look at him go. He is growing at a very, very rapid rate. He's already pulsing actually after 20 of those mint mangoes, so not too many of these pogo fruits to go, and then you should be ready to burst full to the brim. Oh, we did get a slime key. Excellent. And all of these little honey slimes are munching away on the extra pogo fruits. But I'm going to snatch a few of you up because I think you would make very, very good friends for our hunter Largo. And then we'll grab the slime key too, so now we know exactly what we're going to do with that. We'll have to make sure that we go to that very, very mysterious door once we're ready to open up another one. Today though, I do want to go straight back to the ranch so we can explore the slime science a little bit more. But let's see what's in these boxes too. We might as well. There could be something good in here, like one of the gold slimes again. We have had that happen before, but so far it's only tabbies. Tabbies and chickens and the fruit and vegetables too. We might as well take you back to the ranch actually, since we do need the extra chickens. And what are you doing, little guy? You're looking for all of your honey friends, aren't you? I think 9 honey slimes is going to be a little bit too much to take back to the ranch, so we'll leave a couple of you back here. But let's head back the way we came so we can pick up the yarn ball that we threw straight up onto the pathway as well. We're probably going to have to go the long way around without the teleporter because I'm not quite sure if you can bring things like toys through them. I know we can't bring the boxes because we always end up losing them when I walk through the teleporters by accident. So instead, we'll take the very long scenic route. We'll say hi to all of the slimes that are wandering around outside our ranch. And where on earth did I put that yarn ball? I know it was around here somewhere. There it is. Safe and sound. As long as you're not in the ocean, then we have nothing to worry about. I think that's how we actually lost that beach ball that the slimes were playing with over by the overgrowth. Over by that expansion and the very, very long twists and turns throughout all of those pathways, we did see them playing with a big round beach ball and it looked very, very fun. But unfortunately I haven't seen it since, so they must have knocked it straight into the water. That is so sad too, because of course there's no way for them to get it back. But I would imagine there's probably some way for us to just get these toys in general without picking them up around the world. There must be some upgrade, maybe even in the slime science expansion where we can buy them for ourselves. But here we are, home sweet home, and you guys are going to be so happy with this big giant yarn ball that I found. I guess we're going to have to give it to all of the different tabbies at different times. We'll have to let them all have their turn playing with it. But first, why don't we bring it through the overgrowth over here, and we'll throw it in the corral with the hunter tabby largos. I'm sure they would really appreciate having a little yarn ball to play with. Oh my gosh, they're already pouncing on it. And the chickens too, of course. But that gives the hunter slimes a good chance to practice their pouncing abilities as well, and I'm sure the tabby and them are going to be very, very happy with a little bit of yarn to play with. Now you back here, we have plenty of little mint mangoes inside your corral, so we could possibly throw some of the honey slimes in, and hopefully they'll munch right away on the mint mango so they won't be so angry, because I don't want them to hurt you either. There we go, one of them munched on a mint mango, now we just have one more to go. There's plenty of food in there for you, little guy, just grab one up, okay? I suppose we could always throw on one of the pogo fruits inside too, but I think he's happy now. Oh my gosh, you guys are so adorable. Let's throw a couple more of these in here too. And now you have 4 more honey hunter largos to keep you company. Oh my gosh, he looks so happy. So happy to have brand new friends. Do we have enough food in here for them though? I think it all might be inside the corral, yeah. But it looks like we have some more to harvest over here, so we should be just fine. We could throw the rest of the little honey slimes that we picked up straight inside of this corral instead. Since we have so many little kitties hopping around in here, though, we're going to want to make sure that they can't escape. And we have had some little mishaps with the pink largos, so why don't we give the music boxes a try? One of you mentioned that the music box might calm them down enough to make sure that they don't hop straight into the air net, because that thing can only take so many hits, and I think that's how they're escaping. They're just bouncing straight against the ceiling and causing it to break. So we'll try giving them the music boxes, and even if it doesn't help the bouncing situation, because honestly I think the cats are just particularly bouncy creatures, at least they will be nice and happy and soothed by all of the beautiful music coming out of their music boxes. Look how happy they look with their new music. Oh my gosh, it's like they're dancing along to it too. These tabby hunters are living the life right now. They have a brand new toy that we just found. They have tons and tons of chickens inside their corral, and they have nice soothing music coming out of their music box. So let's see if we can upgrade all of the other corrals too. I think we are certainly going to have enough new bucks at least, and we'll have plenty left over too to get that expansion as well. But first things first, you guys definitely need the music box. You guys need to calm down, because for some reason the oh my gosh, whoa, okay. Apparently that's how they're getting out. What even was that? At least we can save you, but the other one went flying straight into the mountains. Oh my goodness, like, can we even find that guy? If we go on top of the house, maybe we can climb up the rocks somehow? He may have gone straight into the ocean though. Like, what on earth? They just kind of slingshot straight out of the pen. Maybe it's because there were just too many slimes bouncing around in there at once? That was very, very bizarre. Yeah, I think our poor little tabby largo is completely gone because there's just water back there. Oh my goodness. Well, at least that's one mystery solved. At least we know exactly how they're getting out, sort of exactly how they're getting out. I'm not sure if there's really any way that we can prevent that. That must be some crazy glitch. I mean, I guess you're still going to be happy with the music boxes, right? You can still dance to all of the lovely music, so we will still make sure that we upgrade your corrals, but I'm not sure that it's really going to help us. Alright, now that they're all fed, we can get back to work upgrading these corrals. I think there's only one more for us to do back here with the rad tabbies. There we go, some nice lovely music for our rad tabbies, and then we'll go into the grotto next and make sure our phosphor slimes can listen to music too. We can't offer you guys any music, unfortunately. I don't think there's any upgrades that we can give to the puddle slimes at all. Yeah, we can just demolish their plot, which would be very, very sad, so we're not going to take that away from you guys. But we will pick up your plorts and make sure you have plenty of water, so you're not going to disappear on us anytime soon. And oh my goodness, look at all of the plorts in this corral. Whoa, we definitely want to suck those up, I think. You guys are having a party in here. Well, we know just the thing to give you then. We'll give you some nice music so you guys can dance around too. Oh, they're so happy. I think they really, really enjoy being inside this lovely grotto. It must be nice and cool. They don't have to worry about the sunshine, of course, so they won't be disappearing anytime soon. And then we can do the same for you guys, and this should be the very last corral that we need to upgrade. We haven't had any issues, surprisingly, with these guys getting out, despite the fact that they are much spikier than all of their cousins. They are apparently not too inclined to go flying anytime soon. I would expect it from you guys, but certainly not the pink slimes. That was quite the experience. But let's empty our pockets. We'll throw our pogo fruits back into the silo over here so we can give that to a different Gordo, of course. If we find any more Gordos who happen to enjoy fruit, then I'm sure they're going to be very happy with all of our lovely pogo fruits. Then oh dear, just as I was about to sell off our plorts, it looks like we have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah, the tabby slimes, or the plorts rather, are going back down in price, and so are the honey plorts too. Okay, we'll have to keep a closer eye on that, but a couple more plorts can't hurt, right? It looks like we might actually want to sell off some of our boom plorts, because those are going up, and so are the hunter plorts. We'll have to take a look at that later, because first, I want to finally upgrade the ranch back here. We are going to get our last main expansion for the lab. So the lab allows you to begin your career as an amateur, unlicensed slime scientist, and it costs 10,000 new bucks, so I thought it was going to take us quite a while to get this, but we are ready to begin. So we've unlocked the lab, a special ranch expansion that will allow you to create gadgets using slime science. Head on over to the barn and get started. So here is our brand new place. It's looking a little bit run down, actually. We have quite a few parts and pieces lying around that we probably do need to clean up eventually. So time to get crafty. This barn has all the equipment you'll need to begin crafting gadgets using slime science. Gadgets include useful utilities to aid in exploring, defensive turrets, decorations, and more. Defensive turrets? What on earth are we defending against? Like just the tars? And we have the refinery over here. In order to fabricate gadgets, you'll need resources in your refinery. Try shooting a plurt into the refinery, but remember, any resources deposited into a refinery cannot be removed. Oh, so that might be a good way for us to maybe get rid of all of the different tabby plorts that we have. It looks like we need some pink plorts, rock plorts, and rad plorts to get this novice drill. Allows you to drill for buried resources for 1 cycle. Okay, we have utilities, warp tech, decorations, and curios too, but we don't have access to it just yet. Oh, this must be the refinery because it has that big star on it. So it looks like we have to gather up some plorts before we can do anything. Now, what did that say it needs over here? Pink, rock, and rad plorts. Well, we have plenty of those. And oh, wait a second, we have a little tip hidden away in the corner here too from H. I built this lab after meeting a slime scientist and learning about the wonders of plort technology. I figured it would be fun to tinker with on rainy days. I only nearly blew myself up 3 times, which is pretty good given my tendency for that sort of thing in my other hobbies. But it soon became a reminder that I have a thirst for adventure, and being cooped up in a barn all day wasn't ever going to satisfy that thirst. Soon I began to set my sights for horizons beyond this ranch, and once I got to thinking on it, further still from H. So he built this entire thing all by himself. That is very, very impressive. And I wonder if maybe he was talking to, I want to say Victor is his name, the one who does all of the scientific studies on slimes that we often give slimes to in the range exchange. But first, let's pick up the plorts because we desperately need some plorts to send over to the refinery. Oh my goodness, this little guy was laying on his side. How adorable was that? All right, that should be plenty of plorts. I know we didn't need that many of them. It was very, very small amounts, so we probably have way, way more than we need to actually throw inside that refinery. But let's see what this does. We'll see what happens when we chuck a couple of these pink plorts straight inside. Yeah, right into this little circle like we typically do for the range exchange. Well, it's taking them, that's for certain. Can we check and see if it's going anywhere? Yeah, we have 8 pink plorts inside the refinery now, and does that link up to this by any chance? Yeah, it does actually seem to, so I guess we're doing the right thing. Oh, and the builder's shop is over here. The builder's shop allows you to purchase blueprints. A blueprint is required to build any gadget. Be sure to check the builder's shop often for new blueprints. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of blueprints. We have novice pumps, apiaries, allows you to collect resources from wild bees. Last 1 cycle, what do we do with the wild bees? Oh my gosh, what sort of resources could we get from those? Pink teleporters, a set of 2 teleporters that can be used to create your own quick travel link. Oh my goodness, that would be so helpful. We have warp depots, we have med stations, hydro turrets, a defensive cannon that will automatically target tar and blast them with water. Excellent, so we wouldn't have to worry about those guys getting into our ranch anytime soon. And then we even have games. The slime ball hoop begins a round of slime ball as soon as a single slime passes through the hoop. What's your high score? We have a slime stage, a #1 slime stage, even a pink slime lamp, and then a novice Gordo snare, a special snare that captures a Gordo slime. Bait it with food and wait. Oh my gosh, can we have our own Gordo slimes on the ranch? What would that even do? It does cost quite a few new bucks too. Like, all of these things are a little bit expensive, so I guess it's a good thing that we have so many plorts to sell. It looks like the most expensive thing right now is actually the slime ball hoop. Strangely enough, slime ball is a very, very expensive little hobby. But I guess let's see if we can finish off this novice drill that we're trying to make first. Yeah, now we can check out the fabricator, so I guess that's what this thing is called. This thing over here that seems to be scanning some sort of a strange little gadget inside. Once you have a blueprint, the fabricator allows you to craft gadgets using the resources stored in the refinery. Give it a try. So that's where all of these plorts come in. We need a couple more pink plorts, rock plorts, and the rad plorts too, so let's just shoot a whole bunch of these in here. If it's just going to store them away for future blueprints, then we might as well give it a little bit more to work with. Now we can go into gadget mode if we press the T key. Okay, in order to place gadgets, you need to enable gadget mode. In gadget mode, you cannot vac or shoot, but you can see all of the build sites in the world that you can place your gadgets. Have a look around. Oh my gosh, there are tons and tons of build sites. We don't exactly have anything to build just yet because we haven't finished placing our plorts inside. So let's throw the rest of our rock plorts in here, our rad plorts too, and then we should be able to make our very first novice drill. Once you've found a build site, approach it to open the place gadget menu, then simply select the gadget you wish to place. Alright, sounds easy enough, but first we actually need to make one of these so we can fabricate our very first novice drill. Onward to science. Excellent. So let's press the T key to open up our gadget menu, and then I guess it wants us to place our very first gadget right over here, the novice drill. This gadget is installed permanently until it's demolished. Okay, so this is probably a pretty decent place for us to put it, right? It's going to give us resources for 1 cycle, it said. Science class passed. Excellent. That covers the basics of slime science. To learn more, check out the new slime science section in your Slimepedia. It's loaded with handy info. Alright, very, very nice. So I guess in about 11 minutes we're going to see what sort of resources we're going to get from our first slime drill. I am very, very excited to build some of these new things too, like definitely the Gordo snare. That has to be one of the very first things that we do because that looks very, very interesting. I wonder what sort of different types of resources we have to use to build that. Can we actually see it if we say learn more maybe? No, it doesn't look like it, so we have to actually buy all of these different things, all of these different blueprints first. Well, I feel like the pump and the apiary might be good things for us to use because they will give us the resources that we're most likely going to need. So let's purchase those as well. We have the pump, we have the apiary. They're both the novice versions too, so there must be more upgrade versions for us to get later. And we need, let's see, some tabby plorts for the pump, excellent, and some boom plorts as well, some phosphor plorts and honey plorts for the apiary. So before we end out the episode, let's make sure that we throw all of the plorts that we need straight into our refinery so we can make more of those. That way, all of these different gadgets will be ready for us to take a look at once we start the next episode. Look at all of those plorts. At least this is a pretty good way for us to save some of the plorts too without selling them in the plort market. So hopefully we can actually recover those prices in the meantime. But yeah, the novice pump, let's fabricate that, and then we'll get one of these apiaries too. I wonder if we have to place them in any certain location. Let's see if we can place them right outside here with the drill that we have. We'll go over to the other side and hopefully place down the pump as well. Yeah, there we go, the pump works, and then we can place the apiary way back here, I suppose. Not exactly the best place to find wild bees, I would imagine. Whoops, there we go, the apiary. But hopefully it's still going to work out for us, and in the next episode we'll see what sort of resources we actually get from all of these different gadgets. And if we have the time, I would also like to use that little slime key that we found to hopefully unlock that very, very mysterious door. But I mean, we have a lot of adventure ahead of us apparently if we have so many blueprints that we can buy. Plenty of work ahead of us too, because I would imagine it's not going to be too easy for us to make any Gordo snares. If that actually means that we can keep a Gordo on our ranch, then we are going to have so much fun with that. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!